You know, we need more specifics on what kind of sandwiches they...
Moore against DeRozan. There's the pick. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just... And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. That was a fun...
Keep fighting, fellas. Let's keep fighting.
Yo, man, you need to get back on defense faster, bro.
Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony.
This game, that's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Ewing. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Pelicans lead. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. A narrow...
Yo, have y'all gotten any word about the MJ golf tournament this year?
A very smart player, and it's nice to see he is guiding others.
Here's Payne. It's hauled in by Ewing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the paint. And the shot goes down.
Okay.
Ewing's got his first points in this one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a hard...
Yo, have y'all gotten any word about the MJ golf tournament this year?
Rivalries with others in the league. Not the case.
If you're a pro, you need to make that.
Here's Ewing. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They poured it out.
You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Man. Good game, baby.
Hey, first start, performance aside, what did it feel like to be there at the opening tip?
I mean, I don't know if I can brush my performance aside like that. I mean, it felt good to get the opportunity, but I think there's a lot left to be desired, man. I know that I'm going to keep working hard. Hopefully, Coach will continue to call my number, and I can help this team win some games.
スキルをこんな感じで上げました。ちょっと前のスキルがどうだったかっていうのを覚えてないんですけど、もともと総合値60だったのを66まで上げてみました。ではやっていきましょう。で、なんとシューズもこれを買いました。リーボックポンプ。これでますますウィルキンスっぽいな。では試合行きましょう。で、そうだ、スターターになりました。全然活躍できてないんですけどね。さあ、グリズリーズ戦。そういえばアンソニー・デイビスがいないくなっちゃったんだよな。どっかに移籍したような気がする。
New Orleans landed a Pelicans in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
さあ頑張りましょう。
And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. And of course, they're still without Marc Gasol.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin. But really, it's an issue for both teams with regard to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through those injuries and still come out on top.
You know, it's something almost every team goes through. I mean, at some point in the season, but the depth is so important. You know, when somebody gets hurt or injured, you know,
さあ頑張りましょう。ディフェンス。
for someone to step up.
Now a chance.
ポイント。
Gatorade all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the four. Conley out there with Garrett Temple, and it's Green in at the center.
Okay.
Now we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you push through all of it? That's the big question, and usually you lean on those veterans in the locker room.
悔しいな。
And here are the Grizzlies now. 4-point game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He said that one problem with this team is the shot blocking. He said we've got to play on make the extra pass for rotating over, and above all, we have to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Kevin?
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense, a lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, movement is always
能力上げたからいいとこ見せたいんだけど。
More outside. The screen from Ewing. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and
ターンオーバーしかしてないよ。
Well, that opening right there,
やばい
that's
な。
because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Conley. He had 22 points in the win against the Clippers.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Last season, Mike Conley was injured, only playing 12 games the entire season.
Man, it was rough for both Conley and the Grizzlies last season. You can see how important Conley is through his absence. I mean, he's been struggling with injuries the last few years.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson.
And look, he's an elite defender with his position. Conley also contributes in many different ways on the offensive end.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Caspi, he's checked in for Green.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Mirotic kicks to Randall. Ewing dishes to Randall. Mirotic the pass to Ewing. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Jackson. Pass to Brooks. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And two teams at vastly different ends.
いいとこ見せれないな、全然。
But they played each other to a draw.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans.
うわー、寒いマークだし。
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Passes it to Temple. Anderson kicks to Conley. Connects from 3-point range. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
So on the floor for Memphis, Brooks is out there with Anderson. Then it's Conley, then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Temple in at the 2. Now here's Ewing. 6 on the shot clock. They need this, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got his first basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's Brooks on the wing. Misses the 3.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
The screen from Ewing. Charity stripe shot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Along with the rest of their troubles last year, the Grizzlies had a very hard time stretching the floor.
Yeah, they were 25th in the league in three-point percentage. I mean, teams did not have to respect them from out beyond the arc. And it made an already pedestrian offense even more sluggish.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Mavericks ended up having some trouble. Dropped in a handful of points and also grabbed 4 rebounds in addition to his scoring. He had a really tough time shooting the basketball. For him, it seemed like the rim had a lid on it. Let's see if the lid's been lifted here tonight.
Thank you, David. Great job. You know, even the best players have weak games, guys, and I think we saw that pretty clearly.
Yeah, and the question now becomes, can he bounce back? Will he be able to put that game behind him?
Well, it won't be easy. I mean, as much as you try to just move on, those tend to stick with you for a while. He needs to have a strong game tonight to get out of the rut.
Here's Ewing. Grizzlies making the shot. Over Green. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Ewing.
Did he ever sell the pump fake? Worked to absolute perfection.
Green with a screen for Conley. Brooks outside. Conley against Moore. From 12 feet out, tries it from 19, and Green with the basket on the assist. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Ewing a screen on Conley. Out to Miller. There's the pass to Mirotic, and here's Moore outside. Green with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The screen from Ewing. Ewing a screen on Green. Ewing against Conley. Bucket is good. And it's 6 points for AI.
You know there's no way that's going to get blocked. He just has to rise up and drain.
Here's Conley, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we're through the first half of basketball. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. It's been quite a game for Elfrid Payton.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally defensively. That didn't happen.
And out there with Mirotic. Then it's Ewing. Then there's Payton. And it's Moore in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Look, Mike Conley, he's the kind of point guard who does all of the little things. Smart, solid on offense and defense, and consistent with production.
Nice.
He's a true floor leader. I mean, his impact, it goes beyond the numbers, way beyond the numbers.
Here's Conley. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. And he banks in the layup.
うわー、コンリーにやられてるな。
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Chris, for Conley, it took some time for him to grow into the leader he's
う
become.
わー、ターンオーバーした。
And think about this. Foolishly, so many people thought Conley might be a draft bust early in his career. Think about that. I mean, it took him a few seasons to become comfortable with his game in the NBA.
うわーしか言ってへんがな。
I mean, he's done nothing but improve every
点数取りたい、点数取りたい。
entering the league.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Grizzlies making the shot. Mirotic passes to Ewing. Lays it up and
よっ
puts it
しゃ
in. Ewing's got 8 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Web, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because
お、でも追いついとるやんけ。あと1点やん。
With 1 on the clock and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Mike. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up.
さあ、
This
勝ちたい
highlight
ぞ。
will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Brooks. Jermichael Green is out there with Anderson. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Okay.
Payton's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New Orleans. On the wing, Brooks. Payton against Conley. Anderson with the screen for Conley. Here's Temple. Brooks outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Anderson, and he gets it to go from the corner.
Oh, the floor's general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
The screen from Ewing. Payton attacking. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Conley kicks to
1本止める
Brooks.
よ、ディフェンス。
Back to Conley. Brooks with a screen on Payton. Conley, the pass to Brooks. It's Anderson with the drive. That one misses. New Orleans in the lead. Randall dishes to Payton. Here's Mirotic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 6 points for Nikola Mirotic.
And this is what Mirotic does best. A knockdown 3-ball specialist. Doesn't hesitate in pulling the trigger.
They set the pick. Over in the corner, Conley. Floats one up. He lays it in. Conley's got
もう少し早く
13
行きたかった
points
な。
in the second half alone.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
More up top. Dishes to Randall. He kicks it to Mirotic. Over Brooks. Another one falls for New Orleans.
うわー、よく入れたな。
Exceptional player. I mean, he's someone that welcomes taking and making these big tight shots.
あ、しまった。
Green slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those.
うわー、今のはブーイングやな。
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the number one priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Brooks, covered by Mirotic. And Ewing with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Moore's running. Tries again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Conley kicks to Anderson. He feeds it to Green. From 13, Jackson tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. New Orleans leading by 4. Outside Mirotic for the 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. So he gets them both.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Ewing a screen on Conley. Payton against Conley. Now here is Mirotic. Tight defense on him. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Temple the pass to Conley. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Mirotic. Payton dishes to Moore. Ewing kicks to Moore. Moore gets the screen from Ewing. To the middle. Picked by Randall. Jumper off the screen. No good. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 2. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Elfrid Payton.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Anderson against Randall. Green passes to Temple. Misses the 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Now, Mirotic, he has a skill set perfectly tailored for today's game. A big man who can shoot. It's exciting to watch him the ball.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for...
もうちょっと練習しておきます。アシストしてないよ。
Questions lined up for you?
Oh yeah? Okay, shoot.
Hey,
What's up, Griff?
hey, I thought I'd take a different approach and ask you about something not directly related to the game. I want to know how you feel about the fans.
大好きでしょ。
How I feel about the fans, man. That's a great question. I love the fans, man. But I think you already knew that. I mean, the lifeblood of everything we do. Like if we was just playing to an empty arena, it wouldn't be the same experience. But when you got like an entire team, an entire city, people behind you, it's no feeling quite like that one. So yeah, fans are dope.
So you'd say you were a fan of the fans?
Oh, look at you! All right, being all clever. I see you. Yes, I am a fan of the fans. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, A. I appreciate the candor as always.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, let's go see if Coach is ready.
Hi. というわけでグリズリーズ戦ここで終わりです。もうちょっと練習します。ご視聴ありがとうございました。